In the shadows of history, they lurked, silent, deadly. A single strike could topple empires and reshape the world. And how did they vanish without a trace, leaving only whispers and legends in their wake? These were not mere killers, but masters of stealth, deception, and fear. We'll uncover the origins of these deadly organizations, their brutal training methods, and the web of intrigue that surrounded them. Here, in a remote fortress known as Alamut, a charismatic leader named Hashashin founded an order that would become legendary, the Assassins. Isolated from the outside world, they underwent years of rigorous physical and mental conditioning. One of their most audacious attacks came in 1092, when they infiltrated the court of the powerful Seljuk Vizier Nizam al-Mulk. Disguised as a Sufi mystic, an assassin approached the vizier and, in a flash of steel, plunged a dagger into his heart. The very word assassin is believed to derive from their name, a testament to their enduring impact on history and the human imagination. The killer was cut down immediately, but the damage was done. The Seljuk Empire was thrown into chaos. They arose from the lower classes, developing their skills as a means of survival in a rigid feudal society. The ninja turned weakness into strength, mastering the arts of stealth, sabotage, and unconventional warfare. They knew how to exploit the limitations of human perception, using distraction, camouflage, and misdirection to move unseen, even in plain sight. They used smoke bombs, flash powder, and other alchemical concoctions to create the illusion of magical powers. A ninja named Mochizuki Chiyome infiltrated the castle by disguising herself as a maid. Many clans were absorbed into the new power structure, their skills repurposed for espionage and covert operations. Others faded into obscurity, preserving their ancient techniques in secret. But the legend of the ninja lived on, captivating the imagination of people around the world. Over several months, she gathered crucial intelligence and sowed discord among the defenders. Their techniques have been adopted and refined by modern intelligence agencies and special forces. In a world of drone strikes and cyber warfare, have we truly moved beyond the age of the assassin? Or have the silent killers simply adapted, trading their daggers and poison for new, equally lethal tools? Their myths and legends have inspired countless books, movies, and video games. Are there still those who, with a single strike, can change the course of history? And the fear they once instilled in the powerful serves as a reminder that even the mightiest can fall to a well-placed blade. In the shadows, in the silence between heartbeats, the deadly art lives on. And somewhere out there, a blade is being sharpened, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When the attacking army finally breached the walls, they found a garrison weakened by paranoia and infighting, all thanks to the unseen hand of a single ninja. This psychological edge was often as effective as their physical skills in demoralizing their enemies. This ability to seemingly vanish into thin air gave rise to countless legends and superstitions. They learned the arts of disguise, poisoncraft, and close quarters combat. Their influence reached from Syria to India, and even the mighty crusaders learned to fear their silent blades. But, as with all empires, their reign of terror eventually came to an end. For some, it was a twisted sense of religious devotion. For others, it was a means of survival in a harsh and unforgiving world. And for a select few, it was the intoxicating allure of power, the ability to shape history from the shadows. Here, in the tumultuous era of warring states, another group of shadowy killers emerged, the ninja. In India, the Thuggee cult strangled travelers in the name of the goddess Kali. In China, the Red Lanterns used martial arts and mysticism to wage a shadow war against foreign invaders. And in medieval Europe, the Knights Templar were accused of practicing dark rituals and political assassinations. In 1256, the Mongol hordes led by Hulagu Khan besieged Alamut. The impregnable fortress fell, and with it, the power of the assassins was broken. They studied a diverse array of weapons, from the iconic shuriken-throwing stars to more mundane tools that could be turned deadly in skilled hands. But perhaps their greatest weapon was their mastery of deception and psychological warfare. But their most potent weapon was their unwavering faith, instilled through a combination of religious indoctrination and mind-altering drugs. But these were no ordinary killers. Here, they were told, was a taste of the afterlife that awaited them if they carried out their deadly missions. This manipulation created an army of fearless killers, eager to die for their cause. Hassan, known as the Old Man of the Mountain, created a fanatical cult of highly trained operatives, willing to sacrifice everything for their cause. From the Hashashin of the Middle East to the ninja clans of feudal Japan, prepare to enter a realm where loyalty was sealed in blood and a single dagger could change the course of nations. From the mist-shrouded fortresses of Persia to the bamboo forests of Japan, a select few were trained in the darkest arts of assassination. Their names whispered in terror, their skills honed to lethal perfection. But who were these shadowy figures that struck fear into the hearts of kings and commoners alike? What drove them to embrace a life of secrecy and death? Tonight, we delve into the hidden world of history's most feared assassins. Our journey begins in the rugged mountains of Persia over 1,000 years ago. The fortress of Alamut was more than just a stronghold. It was a deadly crucible where young recruits were molded into the perfect instruments of death. Legend has it that Hassan would drug his recruits with hashish, transporting them to a secret garden within the fortress, a paradise of earthly delights. The assassins struck with terrifying precision. Their targets were not random victims, but carefully chosen political and religious leaders. For nearly 2 centuries, the assassins spread terror throughout the Middle East, but the legacy of the Hashashin lived on, inspiring fear and fascination for centuries to come. As we leave the sun-baked mountains of Persia, our journey takes us across continents and centuries to the mist-shrouded islands of Japan. Unlike the assassins, who operated as a centralized order, the ninja were loosely organized clans scattered throughout Japan. The training of a ninja began in childhood. Young recruits learned to move silently, to blend with the shadows, and to endure extreme physical hardship. One of the most feared ninja techniques was the art of invisibility, not through magic, but through an intimate understanding of human psychology. The ninja's reputation for supernatural abilities was carefully cultivated. One of the most infamous ninja operations took place in 1560 during the siege of Sawayama Castle. As Japan slowly unified under the Tokugawa shogunate, the age of the ninja began to wane. The assassins and the ninja were far from the only secret societies of killers to leave their mark on history. What drove these groups to embrace lives of secrecy and violence? The legacy of these ancient assassins continues to fascinate us today. As we reflect on the shadowy world of history's deadliest killers, we're left with haunting questions. Perhaps the most chilling thought of all is this: in the corridors of power, in the hidden places where the fate of nations is decided, do the heirs of the assassins and ninjas still move unseen? As you ponder these questions, remember, the greatest trick the assassin ever pulled was convincing the world they no longer existed.